Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have completed forget password of cafe management system project. If you are not seen that video, just go to description and check out the link. In this video, we are going to work on login part. So let us start with that. Let me open the VS Code and we have to go to the services folder. Inside there is a user.service. Just open it. And here we have to write the same. We have to just copy paste this method over here. And this will be also a post method. Let's change this to login, and here we also need to change in the URL. So I'm going to write a login and just save this. So our method has been created. Now we have to generate a component. So right click on this app and click on open in integrated terminal, and now here you have to write ng generate component and login and press enter. So it will generate a component for us. So just wait for a few seconds. You can see a component has been generated. App modules also updated. Now we have to connect this with the home page. So let's go to the home page over here. We have to move to the component.ts. Then we have to just copy paste this one. And here we have to just change this part to handle login. And we also need to change this to the login component, and you can see we have imported this one, and we have to call this method. So whenever someone click on login, so a click, and here we have to write this one and brackets, and here we have to write login, and in the forget password I forgot to write question mark. So just save this one. And if I go over here, if I click on login, you can see login box is visible. So we are able to connect that dialog with this home page. Now we have to go to the login page, login folder, and we have to go to the component.ts file over here. And here we have to write first variable height is equals to true. To hide and show the password, we are going to use this one, login form and any, and it should be form group. We need to import this one, and response message any. After that, we have to import some services which we are going to use it. So we are going to write private and form builder, this one, private router, this one, and we have to write a private and user service, and user services we need to import, and public dialog reference, and here we have to write mat dialog reference. Okay, so it should not match. Okay, this one, and login component, this one, private ngx service, ngx UI loader service, we need to import this one, and private snack bar service, and here we have to write snack bar service, this one. And after that we need to write the code for the form. So fields required, so login form, and here the form builder, and it should be grouped, and here we have to write email, not this one, email, and null, and few validator we need to use, validators dot required validators dot pattern, and the global constant dot email regex, we need to pass this one, and after email we need password, and it should be null, and validator required. So this will be like this will be form. So after this we have to write the code for the handle submit. So we have to write here handle submit button for whenever this method is going to hit. So we have to call the login API. So this .ngx services dot start, this one we need to display the loader, where form data, and this dot login form dot value, and where data is equals to, and email form data dot email, password form data dot password. Let me scroll a little bit down, and here we have to write this dot user services dot login, and we need to pass the data dot subscribe and response any, and this dot ngx services dot stop whenever we get the response. If that response is 200 or 201 created, so in that cases we have to stop this one, and we have to close the reference. And in this response, we are expecting a token that we are going to use to whenever any API going to call from the after login, we are going to call multiple APIs, like for getting the categories, getting the products. So we need to call all the APIs with a token. So whenever we log in, we are expecting a JWT token from the backend, and which token that we are going to store in our local storage. So local storage dot set item. Let me show you where the local storage is and how can you check that one. So go to the inspect, and here you go to the application, and here there is an option storage, and if you extend this one, there is a localhost 4200, and here you will find the local token over here we will store. So here we have to write set item, and here we have to write token and response and token we need, and this dot router dot navigate, and we already have few path we have created already shown you. So here we have to write dash board. This place we are going to navigate this whenever we get correct response from the backend server, and if any error occur, we need to handle it over here. So if error dot error question mark dot message, let me copy this one, and in this dot response message is equals to this one, and in else condition we are going to pass the generic message. So this dot response message is equals to global constant dot generic error, and after that we are going to write this dot in the snackbar services open snackbar dot this dot response message, and here we have to pass the global constant dot error, this one, and after that we have to just save this one. And after that we have to go to the CSS part of this page, and here we have to write few lines of the code. So mat toolbar, and here we have to write margin 24 px, so it should be margin, and margin bottom 10 px, and width auto, this one, mat form field padding 5 px, and just save this. After that we have to write the code for this mat, just delete this part. So mat toolbar, and the color primary, and here we need to close this one, and mat toolbar raw fx layout, and here we have to write raw and close this one, and here we have to write span login, and then we need a spanner, so make it little space, span class spacer, and after that we need a button, so button to hide or close this dialog, so mat dialog close, and here mat icon button mat dialog dot close, this one. Inside this we have to write mat icon, and here we have to write close, this one. So if I go over here, if I click on login, let me close this one, login, you can see login is visible. Let me close it, get back over here, and now we have to write the code for the form. So mat dialog dot content, this one, and the class mat typography, and here we have to write for form, we have to create the form, and the form will be of form group, this one, and login form we are going to use, and here we have to write div fx layout, and here we have to write column, and here we have to write mat form field, this one, and appearance standard fx flex mat label, and here we have to write email. Okay, here we have to write label, not D, it should be L. Just change this one, typing mistake. And after that we have to create input mat input form controller control name is equals to email, and it should be required, and we need to display mat error. Let me decrease the size of this one, mat error, this one, and let me put a condition, if condition star ng if login form dot controls dot email dot touched, and login form dot controls dot email dot invalid, and here we have to span and we have to display the error, so ng if login form dot controls dot email dot errors dot required, and this field is mandatory, and then the next span will be star ng if login form dot controls dot email dot error dot pattern, and this field is invalid. Just save this one, and after that we are going to copy the same field over here. So let me copy this one, the same field, and paste it over here, and we will do few modifications in this one. So first, this will be the password type mat label, and here we need to change to the password, and the type of this one will be also password, and here we have to write here type. We need to hide and show. So here this will be like this: hide question mark and single quotes, and we have to write here password, and here we have to write single quote and text. And then we have to write code for button, and here we have to write type, and it should be of button type, and mat icon button, mat suffix, and on click we have to change the value whatever. So hide, if it is true then false, and false then true. I'm going to write like this: hide, and here we have to write attr dot area dot label is equals to single double quotes, single quotes, hide password, and here we have to write tr dot dash pressed is equals to hide. And inside this button we have to write display the icon. So mat icon, let me delete this one so that we can see if any error is there. No, we don't have any error. And after that, here mat icon, and in between we have to write hide question mark and single quote visibility underscore off, and visibility off. Delete this part and save this one. And after that we also need to change this email to password, and here you can see, and we don't have to validate this one, so you can delete this line or you can leave it, it will not going to affect anything. And after that we have to add few buttons to hide and display this, sorry, for submit this one form or close this dialog. So mat dialog dot actions align, and here we write end. Let me scroll a little bit up this one, and here we write button mat raised button primary, and type submit, and on click handle submit, and disabled not, and login form dot valid and login form dot dirty, and we need to put a button icon in this mat icon, and here we have to write login, and there should be one text also, so login. Just save this, and one more button we need to close this dialog. So button mat raised button, and color it should be worn, and mat dialog close, and mat icon cancel, and here we write cancel, and just close. Here we are using, so we are going to use with the close. Just open this one and click on login button, and also open the inspect And let me open the database, and we have an email address, this one. Copy this one, and the password is 123. Let me show you. This form is also working. Open the network tab and click on login. You can see we are successfully able to log in. We are able to route to this page. If I go to the login API, you can see the payload is this one, and the preview, you can see the token, and token value is going to store in our local storage. So if I go to the application and if I go to this place, you can see that there's a token, and you can see that token. If I copy this complete token and if I go to the JW token website, you can see the details whatever inside that token from here. So I'm just going to paste it over here. You can see the admin and role. You can see all these details over here. So it means that login API is also working as expected. So this is all about login part of Cafe Management System project. I hope you guys like this video. So please hit like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.